Welcome back. It has been about a week, and that is just because January's slow. We're doing a lot of pantry meals, and it's meals that I already have. Oh, you can see my duct tape right there. Oh, that's so embarrassing. This house is falling apart. Anyway, where was I? It's slow. There's just a lot of, like I said, pantry meals and stuff that's already on the channel, so it's, I'm not going to do videos just to do videos. I want it to be actual good quality content, or at least I try to, so that's why I haven't been on here. But I have a new recipe that I am doing today, and it is from stuff that I already have. So yeah, I thought I'd turn on the camera and bring you along for it. Also, I already know I will have another video coming out, hopefully Saturday. And it has to do with gardening, so I'm really excited about that one. But without further ado, it is cold outside, and we're gonna make some soup. Right. All right. So to start off, I'm gonna tell you what we're making because I forgot. We're making ultimate beer cheese soup. This has bacon and chicken in it, and I am telling you, it is the best comfort soup I've ever had. I could literally make this once a week and never get tired of it at all. But anyway, I thought I'd share this recipe with you guys. Now, this could also be low carb. If you were doing that, you would just need to use a low carb beer and then use something other than flour to thicken later on when we are using those. Otherwise, this is an excellent low carb option. But I am using regular dark beer, and I am using 2 tablespoons of flour for this whole big pot. So it's healthy, low carb in my opinion, or a lower carb option. Anyway, to start off, I have 4 slices of my pasture-raised pork, bacon, and I just chopped it into little bitty pieces, and I'm going to let that brown up. While this is browning, I'm going to be chopping into bite-sized pieces a chicken breast, or if you want it, if you want more chicken, you could go for 2 chicken breasts. I just like, I like stretching my meat, so I'm just going to use 1 chicken breast, and I'm going to cut it into small pieces so that it looks like more meat, especially since we are going to have bacon in it already. And then I'm also going to go ahead and chop, I'm also going to go ahead and chop my onion. You want 1 medium-sized onion chopped. It's about a half a cup of onion. But if you've watched any of my recipes, you know that an onion is an onion. If it says an onion in the recipe, then whatever size onion I have, that is what onion I am using. I am not measuring it. And I am definitely not only using part of the onion and saving the rest. I just put the whole onion in, no matter the size. So, an onion. And then I'm also going to go ahead and mince up some garlic, too, all while this is cooking. Okay, so here's my bacon, and I let it crisp up real nice, and then here is my 1 chicken breast, and it wasn't that big either, but I just cut it into small pieces, and then I salt and peppered, and I have it browning up. Well, I say browning, but I cook mine all the way through before I go on to my next step. It just makes me feel better. I don't have to worry about did it cook long enough in the broth so that it's done. I just cook it all the way through right here and now in this step. But I didn't add any additional grease. This is just from my bacon. And I'm going to cook my salt and peppered chicken all the way through. And then there's my onion ready to go. Once this comes out, the onion is going to go right in. So you can see onion and garlic has sauteed, and my chicken's right there. So now I'm going to add in my flour, 2 to 3 tablespoons. I'm going to let that soak up whatever grease is left. Coat my onions. Oh my goodness. They're fighting over peanut butter. I'm making delicious soup and they are fighting over a jar of peanut butter. I tell ya. Okay, so next step, crucial step, is beer. It is not beer cheese soup if you do not add beer. I'm using this kind. It's cheap, it's dark, it is full of flavor, and it's something that I'm okay drinking. You want to make sure you're okay drinking it because otherwise you're probably not going to like the soup because you're going to get the flavor of the beer. Go ahead and deglaze your pan. Now, if you're wanting something lighter in flavor, maybe beery but not, then go for a light beer, a white beer, like Blue Moon or a Belgium type beer. That would be a little less intense on the flavor, but I like it intense. I like the dark beer. So you can see, excuse me, you can see this is already thickening up really nicely, which is what we want. And all of that is incorporated. So now I'm going to add in a cup of chicken broth. And I use better than bouillon. Yes. Some crushed red pepper. All these are to taste. Paprika. This I use about 2 tablespoons of paprika. And that was a lot, but oh well, it's good. Pepper. I am not salting yet because bacon was salted. Better than bouillon salty and chicken salty. Bacon, chicken, all that salty. Add all of that back in. No ma'am. No ma'am. Someone's leaving with my... Alright, crisis averted. Someone was leaving with an open container. You got, look at that. Look at this. That's how I have my kitchen. All the time. When you hear stuff, that's what you're hearing. Little babies. So, once you get all this stirred together, you want to let it simmer for about 10 minutes, just to let everything marry, and then I will bring you back. We're going to add heavy cream, give it a taste test, and add our cheese. Perfecto! This is gone for about 10 minutes. Everything's looking good. So now we are going to turn off our heat, especially since we're doing it in cast iron. It really retains heat well. I have a child mad because I didn't give her more cheese. I'm telling you, if it's not one thing, it's another. So, I'm going to make sure I have the right thing. Yeah. We're going to add some Worcestershire sauce. You know what I'm talking about? That sauce. We're going to add some of that. Just a tablespoon or 2. Add 2 cups of heavy cream. If you wanted to make it a lighter version, you could use half and half or even some whole milk, but I'm telling you, the cream is what makes it. So stir that in. Okay, and then our cheese. Now, I am going with a mixture this time. It's very forgiving. Use what cheese you like. If you like Kobe, use Kobe. If you like sharp cheddar, use that. If you like mild cheddar, use that. This was extra sharp white cheddar. Then I'm going to use some sharp cheddar. And because I'm feeling frisky today, I'm also going to use, hold on. Here, baby, you want some of this? Yay! We're also going to use some cheddar jack. Now, you want about, there's the other one, so. Now you're wanting about 1.5 cups total. Lady, really? Really? You want to make sure all of it gets melted in real good before you taste test. So I'm just going to give it a good stir, then let it sit, do its thing for a few minutes, and then I will come back, turn the camera back on, taste test it for you, and we'll plate this up. So you know it's done whenever it's not stringy. And by stringy, I mean like you pull it up and it's just like melty cheese. When it's doing that, it's not fully incorporated yet. But this is now a nice, brothy, but thick soup. And we're ready to taste test this. So, spoon in here. And I'm just going to taste the broth because I know everything else tastes good. Mmm. Yummy. Comfort food at its finest. And I'm telling you, I was so hesitant about making this soup, but once I made it, it is definitely one of my favorites. And my 2-year-olds love this. My son doesn't like it, but my 2-year-olds go crazy over this soup. And if you want to be really decadent, which is how I usually am, I make little bread bowls to serve this. So you get to dip your bread. Let me tell you, over the top delicious. But today, I did it easy and I just made the soup. And I'm going to have a salad with mine. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.